I think down the stretch in that game, they rushed a little bit. They panicked. They didn't set up for good shots. And they're right in that series now.
Denver with a turnover. Here's Williams. Matthews hit one to end the first quarter from there, but can't knock that one down. Contact with no call. Phillips banks it in. He's got 15.
Well, Darren Williams had great position. I thought he felt he was square when Chauncey kind of lowered his back into his chest, but I don't think there was enough contact there to get the call. I think the officials thought that maybe Darren was trying to sell that a little bit too hard.
And a foul on Martin. 2 on him, 3 on Denver. Here are the quarters.
I mean, Chauncey is so strong. He loves to operate out of the low post. See Darren Williams, good position, and Chauncey just turns, gets that little shoulder into him as he's going into his spin. Darren trying to buy a call right there. Didn't quite get it, and Chauncey's just too hot right now. Utah's got to figure out how to deal with him. Usually it's Melo you're worrying about, but right now they've got to get Chauncey Billups under control.
Matthews fouled. Well, Denver did take a ton of offensive fouls in that game 2. In fact, Carmelo Anthony had 4 offensive fouls in game 2. Anthony just picked up a defensive foul, and he has 2 personals tonight. 14 foul on Denver, and Matthews to the foul line. There's Matthews, comes from an athletic family. There's his mom, Pam Moore, who is an All-American in track at Wisconsin, also an excellent basketball player. And Wes's father, Wes Sr., played 9 years in the NBA, won a couple titles with the Lakers.
In this building, maybe more than any in the entire NBA, you got to be careful how you close out quarters. We got 2:58 right now. Very important stretch for the Denver Nuggets to try to hold on, because Utah can come at you in waves to try to put together a run.
In the studio with this Taco Bell update. Game 3 between Boston and Miami down on Biscayne Boulevard and 8th Street. Paul Pierce with the game winner right there to give Boston the 2-point victory. They go up 3-0 in the series despite 34 points by Dwayne Wade. Meanwhile, over on ESPN, the Mavs going on a 19-2 run in the third quarter to take a 4-point lead in San Antonio. Manu Ginobili had to leave this game after he injured his nose, but now he's back in. Guys?
All right, Jonesy, here, Utah leading Denver by 2. Boston will go for the sweep, by the way, Sunday on ABC in Miami. And there are a couple other potential sweeps with Atlanta and Milwaukee. Orlando and Charlotte, game 3 tomorrow night between Atlanta and Milwaukee, 7 Eastern on ESPN. Which of those could actually end up being a series, or none of the above?
I really don't see any of those series going more than 5 games. I think Chicago's got the one outside shot the way they played last game, but I just think Cleveland's going to come back with an onslaught defensively and really try to take command of that series. They don't want that to linger and to drag on. That's the one series I'd give an outside shot to, but I really think they're all going to end in 5 or less.
Kenyon Martin gets his first basket of the night. It's a dunk and ties the game at 46. Here's Millsap. He is perfect in the game. He's 8 of 8 and 7 of 7 in the second quarter from the field.
If he's making that, you really got some problems, because that's the shot I said you had to give him earlier. But he's gotten such a rhythm going with the layups and the stuff he's doing around the rim that right now he's just got his confidence flowing. So even that shot now is an easy one for him.
Anthony's 3 in and out. Utah ball in a 2-point lead. Millsap with 16 points, 7 rebounds in 16 minutes for the Jazz.
And he is now 20 for 30 in the playoffs, 67%.
9 of 9 tonight from the field. Utah by 4. Here's Anthony Carter with a jumper. Rattles in and out. Millsap, his 8th rebound. Williams saying, hurry up, Paul. Williams looking for him, instead hits Corbin. Here's Boozer. He's struggling, just 1 of 7 from the field. Great hustle, though, by Millsap and Matthews. And a jump ball between Nene and Matthews.
I mean, Paul Millsap, if you're playing in with that quick first step, you've got to give up something. And I think a contested jump shot is the shot you want to give him. But now he's made 2 of those. And then he comes right back, and he just has such a knack for finding the open areas around the rim. When you've got a point guard that draws as much attention as Darren Williams, you better figure out a way to get yourself to those areas because the ball's coming, and then you've got to figure out what to do with it. Paul Millsap, one of the better finishers, particularly for his size. He's an undersized power forward, but he gets the ball up to the glass so quickly that he makes up for that.
Signed an offer sheet with Portland in the offseason, but Utah matched the 4-year, $32 million contract as insurance in case Boozer leaves via free agency. That was knocked out of bounds by Nene, so it's Utah ball.
It may sound crazy when you're talking about $32 million, but that is a bargain. That is like flea market price for a guy like Paul Millsap. $8 million a year for what he brings to this team. And you're talking about a guy that can carry your offense for stretches. If Boozer's hurt or in foul trouble, this guy can come in and you don't lose anything. You're talking about a 20-10 starting power forward. You've got another one coming off the bench.
He's doing it here in the playoffs in Game 3. Series tied at 1. Williams out of the lineup right now. Here's Matthews. Off the mark. And a foul. Loose ball foul.
One thing I admire so much about Jerry Sloan, and I was fortunate enough to spend a short time here playing for him, about half a season, and he allows you to play, allows you to be yourself. And if he doesn't like what you're doing, he'll just take you off the court. But while you're out there, he doesn't put restrictions on you. And you can see the freedom that Wesley Matthews and C.J. Miles and the reserve players have. They come in the game, and they're allowed to go out there and try to make plays and do what they do. And if he doesn't like what you're doing, he'll get somebody else in there. But while you're out there, he's going to let you go.
There was a clock malfunction after Denver got the rebound, so no foul. Anthony driving to the basket. Carmelo Anthony with 14 points now.
Well, it's nice to see him attack if you're Adrian Danley. Sometimes he can fall in love with that jumper because he can get it off so easily. That time he just caught it and went before there was any rotation able to get there in time.
Anthony averaging 37 points per game in the series. Shot clock at 8 for Utah. Boozer with 5. Boozer on the Nene. Strong move by Boozer.
That is a great recovery by Carlos Boozer. It looked like he was going to fall down. He was losing his balance, and at the last second, he just planted, gathered himself, went up, and got a quality shot.
Coming up on the Toyota halftime show with Mark Jones, Avery Johnson, and Jalen Rose. They will look at what took place in Miami tonight against Paul Pierce and the Celtics, and the wait finally over for 2 quarterbacks. Spent a lot of time watching names get selected in the 2010 NFL Draft. Scott Foster looking again at the clock. We had a malfunction on the previous possession.
Who did your beloved Cardinals?
Well, they got 2 good defensive players, and they picked the receiver in the second round. It's interesting, Cleveland continued to trade up and make moves. They never picked Colt McCoy until he fell to them late in the 3rd round.
And now they look like geniuses. They ended up getting him with a much later pick than people thought he was deserving of, and then you still helped your team ahead of him.
Phillips. Fans here thought he traveled. Anthony's 3 not there. Matthews rebound. About a 2-second difference between the game and shot clocks. No Darren Williams on the floor. Price takes it and misses. Rebound Martin. And that will end the first half. Paul Millsap goes 8 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. He's 9 of 9 on the night and has 18 points. Chauncey Billups has 15. Carmelo Anthony 14. And Holly Rowe is standing by with Paul Millsap.
Well, Paul, your team came out a little flat in the first quarter. What changed to start the second quarter to allow you to go on that run?
Well, we woke up. Guys started playing. We got to a slow start, but we got a feel of what they were doing down low, and we attacked them.
It's kind of like a no-hitter. I'm not going to talk about shots you may or may not have missed. But what's been so effective for you offensively?
Just being more aggressive, attacking and, getting in the open gaps, getting open lane, and just attacking the basket.
What do you have to do different on Chauncey Billups? He's hurt you guys this half.
Well, we just got to get a better job of pressuring him, getting over screens, and making it tough on him.
Thanks.
No problem.
All right, Holly, coming up on the Toyota Halftime Show with Mark Jones, Avery Johnson, and Jalen Rose. The Heat Pierce tonight at home. Celtics with a chance now at a sweep, and also the wait finally over for Colt McCoy and Jimmy Clausen. Utah was down 11 late in the first quarter, but at halftime, the Jazz, thanks to Paul Millsap's 18 points, lead Billups and the Nuggets by 4 at the half.